Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us. We're happy to see you, and we're so glad that you're following along. Today is a really fun little brief, it's a short video.
It's a short video.
Yeah.
We thought it'd be fun to just talk about this topic.
Yeah. So we've been on the road for almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in November. And we've been to a lot of different campgrounds. How many would you say?
Oh gosh, at this point, 25? I don't know.
It's been a lot.
It's been quite a few.
Yeah. And what we've discovered in going to all of these campgrounds are the top 3 questions we get from people. And there's people that have run out of their RVs to come over to ask some of these questions, or people that walk by the RV. And they're like, yeah, curious.
Kind of like, what are they looking at?
So let's tell you what those are. All right. So it doesn't matter about the order because we get asked these we would say every single campground.
Almost every single campground. We get asked at least one of these questions.
At least one of these questions.
All of these questions.
Yeah. And then there's the question we don't get asked. But anyway, we'll start with this one. So the first one is the lights. We have these lights, and how would you describe these?
They're just solar motion lights.
Yeah.
They're so big.
Yeah.
And we have 4 of them. We specifically have 4.
Yeah.
Of these lights.
And why do we have them?
And we have them because there was initially we had heard that you want to keep squirrels, rodents, whatever from chewing on your wires. And there's a number of things apparently you can use for that. Mothballs.
Remember we were in that campground?
Yeah.
This RV next to us smelled so strongly of mothballs.
And we were kind of like, what is that? Because they were using like mothball sachets, I think.
Oh my God, it was
and
so strong.
And so they were using those.
Yeah.
But there's other things you can do. You can lift the hood of your truck up. Right?
Yeah.
But we had heard that using lights underneath your truck and your RV, these little animals, they don't like that.
Yes.
So we have the lights that actually they come on at night, and then when something walks by them, they actually go up a level to a brighter. And
it is really bright. We get asked about these things all the time.
Yes. One by the front of the truck, and one at the rear of the truck, and kind of point them towards each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then put one at the back of the rig, one at the front of the rig. We also have lights that are on the rig that light up underneath.
Yeah.
But we don't leave those on all night.
Yeah.
But so these other lights hopefully help.
Yeah.
And knock on wood,
we've had no problems.
We've had no problems with anything getting into our wires or into the rig or into the truck or anything.
Yeah. And we will continue. I'm knocking on the wood now.
Right.
We're continuing to use these, and we'll continue to knock on wood because we've just really had no problems.
Yeah.
And we've been in some places like we were just out in a big old field in the outback of Oregon, and we're out in the middle of the woods now, and we saw squirrels running up the trees and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, we've not had any problems, so that's been great. The second thing we get asked about all the time, probably in every single campground, is what do you do for internet? Especially when they find out we're working full time. People are like, how are you doing that? Oh, this is 2022. What do you mean, how are we doing that?
Yeah.
But it's an important question.
But it is an important question because, like you just said, and if you follow us, you know that we work full time.
Yeah.
So we have, Monday through Friday, pretty much 9 to 5 jobs. So we needed to make sure that we could have internet that was reliable and stable.
Yeah.
And so we did a lot of research.
A ton.
We used Mobile Must Have. We used Chris and Cherie on the what is there?
Is it Technomania or?
No, that's a different.
Oh, that's a different.
I think that's a different group. But
there was all kinds of groups we researched.
They're the mobile internet resource.
Yes,
I think
that's what it is. Yeah.
Is who they are, and
we'll put the links below.
And then we really just did research on YouTube and the internet. And so we ended up with a solution and that has worked fine for us.
Yeah.
It's a PepWave cellular router is the route we went with. We have all the data plans right now so that we have redundancy, and we're actually going to do another video dedicated just to this topic, just because we're not going to spend all the time going into that in this video.
Because there's a bit to it.
There's a lot to it.
Yeah.
And we want to take our time kind of walking through it, because we do get asked this question a lot.
All the time.
And we just want to be able to explain it without rushing through it. So yeah, that's what we use, though, is we have a cellular router and all the plans.
Yeah, and yeah, like she said, without fail, we get asked that question all the time. And so the third thing that we get asked about is, what is that long pole on the side of your RV? It's basically a weather station, and there's a pole that's mounted to the side of the RV. It's on like brackets, or
it's on a telescoping pole.
Yeah,
and it has some little brackets that you affix to the side of the RV.
Yeah,
and we put that pole up with the weather station affixed to the top.
Yep, and there's a little monitor on the inside that we can look at.
Yeah, so we can, at a moment's notice, at a glance, we can look over and see what the outside temperature is, and
the humidity,
what the wind is.
Wind is important.
Right. So it's really just a way for us to be able to keep track of weather conditions, local weather conditions. I mean, we use a lot of other tools for monitoring the weather, lots of apps that we use on our phone.
Yeah.
We can include those as well.
Yeah, we'll put those links
But
below.
yeah, we do get a lot of people that walk by.
Marveling.
Because we both sit on kind of the side of the rig that faces where we have the weather station, and we'll just see people walking by, pointing and stopping,
like,
and
congregating and looking and pointing and talking about it. So the minute one of us walks outside, it's like, what is that?
Right. So people do ask, and that is what it is. It's our weather station that we just like to keep track of the weather.
Yeah,
and it's become very very integral
to our safety.
In this journey.
Yeah. Well, folks, that's the top 3 things. It's the lights, the internet, and the weather station. And so we'll put links and photos and all kinds of stuff in here. And as she mentioned, for the internet, we'll have a whole video with more details on that. So, hey, what's a thing that you get asked all the time? What are your top 3 things? We'd love to know what that.
Yeah, we'd love to know what people are curious about and what they're asking you about.
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
What do you get asked about most often?
Yeah. Yeah, share that down in the comments. If you're new to our channel, we'd love it if you subscribe and follow. Give us a thumbs up if you like the content. And we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow.